again, my practices are geared toward teaching and what's the best way to teach each team I have. It changes. This team I'm coaching this year, because I have 10 players that all can play, really I have 12, a lot of scrimmaging, way more than I've ever done. Why? It's our advantage. We can go against 7-footers, 2 on each team, and guards that can play like they're playing, and they're competitive and they fight and they battle. Why would you do drills when you could play 5-on-5 and do the drill work through scrimmaging? Now, there are times that we go back to the drills. I'll give an example. We're not cracking down real good on the weak side. They drive, our big comes to block, and if he doesn't block, his man is getting the ball. That's a crackdown by that guard or wing on that weak side. So we do drill work to do it. If there's anything that breaks down for us, we'll then go back to drills and then talk about it as we scrimmage. I stop them way too much when we scrimmage. The reason is I want them to know when they're doing right and when they're doing wrong. If they do something that we've worked on, that's what I'm talking about. Here's my statement to this team this year. Over and over and over, they do something against each other that's unbelievable. I stop them and say, what are you going to say to them? Do that in the game. Do what you just did in the game. Or they go really hard and they really do well. Why doesn't he always play that way? Because it's hard. It's much easier not to go hard. To play at that pace, to play with that kind of aggressiveness for 4 straight minutes or 5, whew, I'd rather take a shot every 5th time down that maybe go, maybe not, and that brings light to me that way, versus what's the hardest way I could play? Pressuring the ball, first 3 steps, sprinting both ways, really being active, really talking, really hard to play that way. And I want to point it out. I know it is. But do you want to be special? You personally, do you want to make it? You say you want to make it. Well, there's no easy way. That way makes it. The way you want to play, ain't making it. You're not going to make it. So tell me what you want to do. You really serious? Or, look, I'm okay if I don't make it because I'm just not going to go that way. That's okay, too. It's the choice of the players. So in our practices, sometimes we break down. I've shown you some of the breakdown drills. After we get them down, the breakdown drills are usually a minute or 2. That's it. Just a touch on them. Give them the touch. And then everything moves. If we practice 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2 hours, if we have a break, it's very much a minute break. We don't break for water. We don't break an ice break. We practice. When you're done, go get your ice, your water, and all that. We'll have water when you're off the court, or when I'm talking to them in a group setting, they'll get water.
Situational coaching, situational during practice, how do you involve that?
Some of it we do through film, others we do through segments of scrimmaging. They're playing each other now, all of a sudden they're in a situation with 1 minute to go, they're up 6. Now what I'm doing with this team, there's one year when I was at Memphis, 2008, you know what the situation we did? 25, 30 times. We did it every day from February on. Every day. We called it chest. You know what chest was? You're up 3. You're going to foul. Chest. We did it every day. Playing Kansas. We make the fouls. We're going to be up 3. I don't need to call a timeout. We know what we're in. They have no timeouts. Why would I give them a timeout so they can talk about what they're doing? Maybe when we go to foul, what do? Throw it to the rim, and now it's a 3 free throws. So we know what we're doing. The guy gets away from us at half court. They run a pistol or a handoff, and he makes a ridiculously hard shot. It goes to overtime, and we lose. We went 30 days. Now, what I'm doing with this team, down 8, 3 minutes to go. Down 8, 3 minutes to go. I hope we're never in that situation, but if we are, we're going to be prepared knowing we've been there and we've done fine in that situation.